I just had to take a taste of that real fast. Hey, what's up? DjRon, the classic DJ from the Bay. I'm just coming from doing one of the things I love doing, and that is to DJ. So we're about to get into it. I was just leaving my alma mater, the college campus, the Contra Costa College here in Richmond, California. It's actually called San Pablo, but anybody that's from the area knows that San Pablo, California is in Richmond, California. All right? There's no need to argue about it, nothing like that. Just know that that's the way it is. If you ever hear San Pablo, California, know that it's in Richmond. And Richmond is in the Bay Area. You understand? So look, it's not even about that. The thing about it is, as I was leaving the program today, I was just reminded of just so many different things that people deal with in life and everything, you know. And real fast. Let's get into some rules or whatnot. First of all, I'm just asking that you just like and subscribe to the YouTube channel or whatnot. You know what I mean? Share if you desire to do so. Participate. You know, definitely don't mind you getting into the comments or whatnot. Give some feedback. Let me know how you feel about whatever the subject is as I go week from week and everything else. And I'll be honest with you, I'm just one day late. You know what I mean? I usually have this done by Monday or whatnot. But, you know, dealing with a whole lot of things. Just got back from Louisiana. The state of Louisiana. Went there for my dad's funeral where I was blessed to eulogize my dad, and first time preaching in about a year, you know what I mean? But I had that opportunity because nobody there knew him like I knew him. And for those that didn't know, yes, I am a preacher, not ordained yet, but I did accept my call in July of 2020, July 16th of 2020. And the reason why it's germane to this particular conversation is because today I want to talk about we could be bitter or we could do better. You know what I mean? And it's something that you should ask yourself. Are you going to be bitter or do better? You get what I'm saying? As I just alluded to, the circle of life and everything, you know what I mean? Lost my mom a couple of years ago, lost my dad as well. You know what I mean? Actually saw him transition, if you will, to the up and yonder. You know what I'm saying? But I'm blessed, I'm privileged to have had both my mom, both my dad. They never lived together under the same roof. But one thing I'm thankful for is that my dad never said anything, my mom never said anything bad about my dad. You understand what I'm saying? So all I really have is some good memories. You know what I mean? Was he perfect? Absolutely not. You get what I'm saying? But if you remember in the definition of a good man video, I talked about how I wanted to be better than him. Not to say I'm better, but be better for my children, because as we go through this cycle of life, we ought to want to be better. You know what I mean? I wanted to be better for my sons so they could be better dads to their children. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. And just on that subject of being better, I realize that we all go at our own pace, right? Whether you're male or female, young or old or whatever, there's some things that we ought to get better at, but the key to it is not letting things make us bitter. You understand what I'm saying? As I talk about the dilemma of a good man, I just want to be clear about one thing, that there has been some things that may have brought me down just a little bit or whatever, but you know, even if it's bitter for a moment, you know what I mean, it gets better after that. You understand what I'm saying? So the way I look at it, all my experiences, the good and the bad, are, I guess it's sort of like putting some money into the bank. You know what I mean? Those experiences like putting some money into the bank. You know what I mean? I don't want to touch it or whatever. I only withdraw when I'm dealing with a situation that I can reflect back on. How did this happen to me before? What happened then? What can I do to be better, to get a better outcome of it? You understand what I'm saying? That's the reason why I share these videos. And if you remember on the Lose to Win video, I said that we learn more by losing than win. That's why I don't share the successes, you know, how I got to do A, B, or C per se, because you can learn as well from that. You understand what I'm saying? So I think the key to it all is just let some people know that there are other people that have gone through what you're going through, have been through what you're going through, and that you can be better because of it. You don't have to get bitter about it. All right. So look, I took a much longer time than I wanted to. I just got a few notes here. This is a filler video, but it just seems so important, and the time is just right because of what I dealt with. At my alma mater, they had what's called a food and wine event this past weekend. I take part in it every year. I always let my pastor know, fourth Sunday in April, I'm not going to be at church. I'm going to be DJ and helping them out with the sound system and everything else for the food and wine event. So I won't be at church. And You know, I don't invite my church because my church go to church on Sundays and it's always on a Sunday. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to influence them in that way. However, I've seen some church members there and they all agree it's an awesome event. The event is a fundraiser where different restaurants in the community, caterers or whatever, that serve food, they come out, they give free samples of their food or whatnot to people, and it gives them exposure, right? Some people may not know that that Hashida's mobile grill is available and will cater to you and come to your place or come to your party and serve food. Some people don't know about, or I didn't know about, Angeline's Louisiana Kitchen in Berkeley. You know what I mean? A New Orleans style soul food place right there in Berkeley, California. You can just catch the BART there and grab something to eat, right? So that's the importance of it. Then it's food and it's also wine. So in the same vein, you'd had different wineries that come out, and it's basically wine tasting for people who like to taste wine other than communion. You know what I mean? I remember I said it's on Sundays or whatnot. But look, here's the thing though. Speaking of Italy, I just talked to one of the students who is in her second semester, and I asked her, you know, did you apply to go to Italy? She said no. She didn't want to go with the people that she goes to school with. And you know, it sounds harsh on the surface, but when you know, like I know, I went to culinary school here. I dealt with like over 300 people, and even in my line of work, if I was to have a restaurant or something like that, only about 10, no more than 15 of those people would I want to work with. And I remember I told you this is our second semester. I did 5 semesters, so and the class was proportionally larger at that time, but I definitely couldn't understand. But the key to it, and what I try to tell her is, you're here for you. You got to learn for you. You want to get better for you. And why not take advantage of a free trip to Italy for 17 days, all expenses paid, except for your souvenirs if you want to go to McDonald's or something like that. Like, who could beat that? You get to fly there for free. You get to stay for free. You get to cook, learn, eat for free. You get what I'm saying? So I love my chef for doing that for the students every year. That's why I'm a part of it. You know what I'm saying? But the truth about it is that it's rare that we get to see a group of people who are on the same page, same enthusiasm and pushing for the same goal, even when it's benefiting to all the people that are involved. Some people just won't participate in their own rescue. So no matter what I said to her, it's up to her to take that bait and run with it. You understand what I'm saying? If not, I've done my part. You get what I'm saying? We trying to be better and not bitter. One of the students who was in the program had his catering booth there, serving out samples and everything else. And the thing about it was, he was like the class bully. He was a youngster, hot-headed and everything else, ready to fight with any and everybody. The chef would put his neck on the line for this guy. The guy got kicked out of the program like 2 semesters in a row, didn't finish. And to this day, he still has not finished the program, but that's all right. Remember I said he was a youngster. Just at the food and wine event, he was telling us about how he's getting ready to get his bachelor's degree over at, I believe, San Francisco State University or something like that. So look, bitter for a moment, but he's getting better now. He's getting a lot better. He's got a beautiful family and everything else. So I'm happy for that young man. On the flip side, a young lady who's in the program, she took off for like a semester or 2, but here she is, she's back. And so she was just telling me just real briefly about her journey, how she was in the program, she flunked the initial class or whatnot, but she came back. By coming back, by doing the same class over again, she got better at it. You know what I mean? This is her last semester. She got like 2 weeks to go before she's going to be graduating. So how exciting is that? You get what I'm saying? So it's just up to you to figure out what you want to be better at. You know what I mean? If you want to be a better person in general, a better parent, a better daughter, a better son, a better sibling, a better relative, better friend, better co-worker, whatever it is that you want to get better at, why don't you give me some feedback? Give us some feedback and just talk about how you plan to do those things. You get what I'm saying? I want to be a better, all of the above, everything I just listed. I want to get better at it. You know what I mean? Let's include better DJ, better chef, better cook, and most certainly a better preacher. As I said before, I preached for the first time in a little bit over a year at my dad's funeral. And I got a chance to look at the video, and you know, I believe the Lord bless. It's all about him. It's never about me. And so that's what it's all about. Even at my dad's funeral, it wasn't even about my dad. It's about the people that were being there, getting to know the Lord for themselves. So look, that's the end of this video. Remember, you have a choice. If you want to be bitter or you're going to do better. You know what I mean? Make that decision for yourself. And I'm sure that things will be a whole lot better for you. And until the next time, make sure you be good. If nothing else, God bless.